Before we start, please like and subscribe to help the channel. Chapter 5. The Final Night. Arpan's breath hitched. He turned sharply towards the window. The night outside was pitch black, the street lamps casting weak, flickering light over the cobbled road below. His room, inside an old guest house near Dhankuta Bazaar, had wooden walls that creaked in the wind. But this wasn't the wind. It was a voice, calling his name. His pulse pounded. He gripped his phone, slowly inching toward the window. The glass was fogged from the cold, but through the condensation, he saw movement. A figure, standing still in the middle of the road. The dim light from the street lamp revealed something tall and draped in tattered cloth, its eyes glowing an unnatural red. Arpan stumbled back, knocking over his bag. The whisper came again. "Arpan, you shouldn't have come." The walls of the room shuddered, as if something was pressing against them from the outside. The single light bulb overhead flickered violently. He fumbled for his bag, grabbed his keys, and yanked open the door. The guest house corridor was silent. The owner, an elderly woman who lived downstairs, had already gone to bed. As Arpan stepped outside, the whispering followed him. He broke into a run. Chapter 6. The Escape. Arpan sprinted down the dark alleyways of Dhankuta, past closed shops and sleeping homes. His only thought was to get to the bus stop at the bottom of the hill. But no matter how fast he ran, the whisper followed. "Arpan, stay." A shadow darted past him at the corner of his vision. He turned, and there it was, standing in the middle of the road ahead, blocking his way. It was closer now. The face was obscured, but the outline was unmistakably human, except it wasn't breathing. Arpan felt a wave of cold wash over him. His body screamed to run, but his legs refused to move. The thing raised a hand, and the whisper became a deafening roar inside his head. "Stop digging. Leave Dhankuta." The shadows around it swirled like smoke, reaching toward him. His vision blurred. His ears rang. And then, a sudden voice. A prayer. Arpan blinked, his body jolted by the sound of bells ringing in the distance. The figure shuddered violently and let out an inhuman shriek before disappearing into the darkness. Panting, Arpan turned. At the end of the street, a frail old man in a monk's robe stood near a temple, holding a brass bell and murmuring a mantra. "Go. Now," the monk said, his voice firm. Arpan didn't question it. He ran, down the winding road, past the fields, and toward the highway. He didn't stop until he reached the first morning bus heading to Biratnagar. As the bus pulled away from Dhankuta, the morning mist creeping over the hills, Arpan finally allowed himself to breathe. Chapter 7. The Unanswered Questions. Back in Kathmandu, Arpan tried to find logic in what had happened. The bones, the whispers, the thing in the cave, the shadow that followed him. He spent days researching Dhankuta's history. He combed through old texts and newspaper archives, but found nothing. No mention of a curse, a legend, or the disappearances. It was as if someone, or something, had erased it all. And then, one evening, an email arrived. No sender, no subject, just a single message. "You should have listened. Stay away." Attached was a photo of his guest house window in Dhankuta. The timestamp? That night he had left. But the worst part, in the reflection of the glass, the thing was still watching him. Final chapter, The Silence of Dhankuta. Arpan never spoke about Dhankuta again. The missing people were never found. The villagers never spoke of the cave. And no matter how many times he tried to write the story, his hands refused to type. But sometimes, late at night, he would wake up to a whisper in the dark. "Arpan, you shouldn't have come." And deep in the hills of Dhankuta, where the forests grew thick and the temples stood old, something still waiting. Something that did not like to be found, and would make sure no one ever found it again. The end. Please like and subscribe for more videos.